So, there's a couple of things, that have been kind of bothering me lately, and I've gotten to the point now with like Facebook and social media where I just delete people. I'm just done with it, right? People like actively defending Joe Biden. Look, if you're gonna be that disingenuous, if you're gonna lie straight to my face, right, full well knowing that I know you're lying, I'm sorry. There's no point in having a conversation with you. You're done. Goodbye. I know you don't care, and that's fine. You can go lie to someone else, though. Don't waste my fucking time. Okay? People, I don't know why you're defending Joe Biden. I really don't. He's not a god. He's your employee, and he's performing very badly. But I know you don't want to be wrong, or you don't want to be seen to be wrong, right? You can't be wrong. You're much smarter than everyone else. So you're going to defend this guy. You're going to lie and deny until you die in order to make sure that you can maintain the appearance of virtuousness and correctness. Drop the ego a little bit. We've all been wrong in the past. I've been wrong. You've been wrong too, and you were wrong with Joe Biden. Now people say, oh, well, the energy production we did in the United States was shipped overseas anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's not what's driving up the oil prices. There's no way you're this fucking stupid. There's just no way you're that fucking dumb. I refuse to believe you are that fucking stupid, which leads me to believe you're a fucking liar. Again, in that case, goodbye. Let me just touch on the oil production thing. Imagine you get a bucket and you get 10 hoses in the bucket. The bucket represents the world market in energy. The hoses represent production, right? Where the oil comes from, where the natural gas comes from. So you get 10 hoses, they're dribbling water into the bucket, and everyone takes a ladle of the water from the bucket when they need it, right? That's the world market. That's how that works. Imagine you shut off 2 of the hoses out of the 10. What happens to the level in the bucket? The level goes down, right? And as the level goes down, as rarity is impressed on the product becomes more valuable because it's more rare, right? And this is common sense. So now let's imagine the EU, right, shuts off their 2 or 3 oil sources, their 2 or 3 hoses. What happens to the level? It goes down again, right? And now it becomes more rare and more expensive. That's what we've been doing here. It's not that difficult to understand. It's really not. Now you look at how this affects with the Ukraine and how it affects that. Russia wouldn't have dared done this under Donald Trump. And not because Donald Trump was so wonderful and so great, but because the United States was exporting more oil than it was taking in. It was overflowing the bucket, depressing the price. Now where are we? The first thing Joe Biden did when he got into office is, wheeled his fucking crotchety ass in there, finished his fucking tapioca, and started reversing everything Donald Trump did as a matter of course, including the sanctions on Russia. When he lifted the sanctions on Russia, they could ramp up their exports. They could further addict Europe to their energy sources while Europe was cutting off its own nuts at the same time by going green. How'd that work, Europe? Now they're completely addicted to Russian energy sources. They're not producing on their own. We're not really producing on our own. So now Russia turns around and tells Europe, hey, guess what? You want to sanction me? Good to go. Here's the deal. From now on, the oil the natural gas and the energy that you're addicted to that comes out of my country, if you want to buy it, you have to buy it with rubles. Meaning you have to now buy my currency before you can buy my oil. How about that? You think that's a good thing? Look up the Weimar Republic. Look up hyperinflation. Look up what happens if the United States loses its status as the world's reserve currency. What happens if the petrodollar does go down? I know everyone hates the petrodollar and the environment and this, that, and the other thing. You're going to fucking freeze to death. People are going to die. Mark me. But you'll have your virtues. You'll have your morals. That's the other thing. I don't get, we don't want to drill here in the United States. We don't want to produce here in the United States because our EPA, I guess, is just completely inept. I guess our EPA, our government just doesn't care about the environment. I guess the people here don't care about the environment. So we trust Russians and Saudis and Iranians and the Chinese to do it. We'll just buy it from you guys. You guys can drill up your dirty shit, pack it on these large container ships, right? With no EPA in sight. And then you can float it across the entire fucking planet on giant tankers. Nothing bad will happen. We care about the environment. We're virtuous. There's no way you're this dumb. I'm sorry. There's just I don't get how you're that dumb. Now, yeah, should we be moving towards green energy? Of course. Why not? Shit, I want to put solar on my property. Absolutely. But it's not a mainstay yet. It's not strong enough yet. It's not viable enough yet to get people living in northern New Hampshire or Maine or Vermont or Washington State through a winter. Sorry, people will die. You don't believe me? Go cut down the power lines to your house, okay, and get yourself some solar generators. And I want you to get through the winter around here. Good fucking luck. I'll chisel you out of your fucking couch in the spring. It's not there yet. That doesn't mean we should stop going in that direction. But what we're doing is equivalent to, let's jump out of the airplane now and hope we find a parachute on the way down. Right? Fuck this airplane, this perfectly functioning, working airplane. Let's jump out to something better that is not ready yet. It's not there yet. Like a monkey in a tree. The monkeys get it. You hold on to this branch until you have an X grasp on that branch, then you let go, right? It's common sense, not really that difficult. But again, we're not dealing with honest people here, I don't think. We're dealing with fucking people who are just liars for the sake of lying and because they can't be seen to be wrong. So they're going to defend this fucking guy. And Kamala Harris, stunning and brave. Or look at the Supreme Court nominee again. Here's a woman of color, strong woman of color. You have to throw strong in there too. Woman of color who can't define woman. What fucking planet am I on? You are nominated to the position because you're a woman, yet no one can define what a woman is. It's like fucking Clown World. There's nothing we agree on anymore as a people. That's a problem. That's a problem. Our unifying symbols are gone. Our flag, our monuments, they're all bad. Everything's bad. We are being scattered. We're being sectioned up into little groups that are easily manageable and controllable by some of the worst people on earth. But because you think they have your best interest in mind, or because you can't be seen to have been wrong, you defend them. Like a battered wife with the big glasses on. He doesn't mean it. He just gets a little angry sometimes. Maybe that's how you want to live. It's not how some of us want to live. So, yeah, from now on, I see some stupid bullshit on social media or face to face. You try and defend any of the shit that's going on right now face to face, I'll cut you out of my life like a fucking tumor.